Hey, nerdy sports fan, we're talking week 15 NFL action, and this week we have Texans going to see the Tennessee Titans. Now, man, for the division, this is going to be a good one. I'm really excited for this game because the Texans are the flash and dazzle kind of franchise. They've got the quarterback, they've got the receiver, and they're really talent driven. Titans are kind of the opposite. They're very, very, very tough. They are a workman-like team, okay? They run the ball, all right? They run the damn ball. They play tough defense. They are well coached, very disciplined. They are a grind-you-out kind of team. So sometimes the flashy team wins. Sometimes the grinded-out team wins. It's a very interesting matchup every single time. I remember watching similar games when I was young. The Bills were really, really high-powered offense. And who did we lose in the Super Bowl to? Really good defenses. All right, grinded-out kind of teams that ran the ball. And, yeah, that's what I expect to happen here. Houston's going to keep it interesting. They are very, very talented. And Deshaun Watson is a must-watch TV moment every week. He's a must-start in fantasy football, along with DeAndre Hopkins. Carlos Hyde probably should be on the bench for this week. It's not the best matchup for him going up against a very tough defense in Tennessee. They're built to run the ball. They are built to run the ball. So that's what they're going to do. And Texans defense is vulnerable to that. They're built to play from ahead. All right? They're built to get the lead and play from ahead. So if Tennessee can remain patient, keep in the game, and run the ball all day long, they will win. They'll just be able to tire the Texans out. Their style of play is advantageous here. It's late in the season. Running the ball is always more effective for so many reasons. The weather's getting colder. Nobody wants to be out there. And, defense, you're stopping these 300-pound guys from pushing you around so a 250-pound guy can come right down the pipe and run you over in Derrick Henry. That's a load, okay? So as the season wears on and these guys are more hurt, they want to do it less and less and less. So you're going to get so much better running performances late in the season than you did early in the season. So Derrick Henry is going to have a field day with a defense that's already pretty bad. It's not their fault. They lost J.J. Watt. You can't blame them. They can still get after the quarterback. They've got Whitney Merciless there, but yeah, pass rush, J.J. Watt meant a lot. He did. So, and attitude in general on that defense. They moved him around a lot. He's a tough-nosed kind of guy, but man, is he injury-prone. Few years now, he's just getting hurt more frequently. He's at that stage in his career where his body cannot match the intensity that he's bringing to the table. He's probably going to miss out a minimum of 2 to 4 games every season the rest of his career. It's just what you're going to get there. Is it going to be at the beginning of the season? You're going to have him for the playoffs? Who knows? But definitely not this year. Tennessee has their own injury woes. Cameron Wake being their primary pass rusher, that's had its issues, But Tennessee's come on so strong since Ryan Tannehill has come to be the starting quarterback. He plays well off of all of the space that he's given by people's fear of that running game with Derrick Henry. So A.J. Brown has been blowing up. He's looking like the number 1 receiver that he was drafted to be. So I expect that to continue. Houston really doesn't do the greatest job stopping the opposing team's passing threats. So A.J. Brown is a great addition for a 1 week sort of situation for the playoffs. I highly recommend it. If you're going to gamble on a player, he is one worth gambling on. He's still available in a lot of leagues. Toss him in there. He might have a multiple touchdown showing. He's got the kind of talent for that. And you never know when those kinds of games are going to come. Chances are it's going to average out to that's not likely going to happen because he just had a fantastic performance. Sometimes these things show up in bursts, though. He may have just had something click. He's a young player still, and, you know, we all develop in our own way. And he may have just light turned on moment, and now he's ready to go to work. Which way is it going to be? That's the gamble. But I think it's a gamble that's worthwhile against this defense. So A.J. Brown deserves a look. Don't start either defense. There's plenty of defenses out there. Tennessee and Houston shouldn't be anywhere near a roster with how many good defenses there are. Tannehill, he's better for this team than Mariota was. He's not at the level where he's worth a fantasy start. Deshaun Watson most certainly is. That entire offense works because of him, both passing and running. So Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins are must-starts every single week. I don't care what else is going on. Keep an eye on Will Fuller's injury. The guy's always hurt, so keep that in mind. But when fully healthy, he can toss 20 points on the board anytime he wants. He's crazy fast. But I do think he's was looking to sit this one out as far as his injury is concerned, but I could be wrong. Either way, none of that's going to matter. Tennessee is going to control the pace of play with the running game, and they have a strong enough defense and a strong enough passing game to really just suck the life out of the Texans' attempts to remain in the game. A constant dose of Derrick Henry is going to have this Houston defense on its heels early. Derrick Henry is going to do well again. Don't start Tannehill. Take a risk on A.J. Brown, and don't even think about benching Watkins or Hopkins. They're a must start every single week. The line on this is 3 points in favor of Tennessee. I think that's about right. I would bet Tennessee, though. I really would. I think they're going to win. And typically when a team wins, they win by more than a field goal. So if I had to bet the game, I really wouldn't, because this is a good line. But if I had to, it would be Tennessee. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and hit up my other videos for more fantasy football advice, guys.